Don Toliver, in my genuine opinion, is one of the most underrated rappers in the game right now. And I don't really think that's much of a hot take. I know maybe he is considered mainstream by most people. But in my opinion, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not underrated. I've always thought his album sales do not equal the success, or not really success, but the talent that he has or the quality of his albums, and obviously that can be said for a lot of rappers. But Hardstone Psycho, by a lot of people, is considered well, first of all, his best album, and I actually agree with that probably, but it's also was considered for a little bit to be the best album of the year. And it very quickly, it only sold about 40,000, 45,000. That's not really right, in my opinion. I think he's really underrated, and I think Don Toliver has some amazing music. A lot of people think he's kind of the king of making mid, or that he's only a good feature artist. I just don't really think that's true. I've always been a huge Don Toliver fan, and these are my 5 favorite songs by him. The first song we're going to talk about is Bus Stop, featuring Brent Faiyaz. Now, this is kind of, what I'm about to say is it makes it kind of hard to make rankings, really, because I feel like Don Toliver does work really, really well when he has someone else to go off of. And that's not supposed to shame him or not supposed to be a diss towards Don Toliver's talent as a solo artist, because in this top 5 there are solo songs by him. He has the ability to make amazing solo music, but the way he's able to go out, like him and Brent Faiyaz's voice match so well together on this song. However, even though Brent does a lot of heavy lifting, they both do a lot of heavy lifting. I don't think Brent Faiyaz carries the song whatsoever. He does do amazing at his part. Brent Faiyaz has an amazing flow, and he does make the song significantly better. But Don Toliver also does really good. I think Lovesick is a really overhated album. I don't know why people don't like it. I think especially like, I don't know, I don't think a lot of people listen to it in the right mood, because this album to me is amazing. I love Lovesick. It's an amazing album. It's one of my favorite albums, probably. I want to get it on vinyl. I need to get a hold of one. But like I said, this is probably one of my favorite songs off that project. Actually, I think it is my favorite, and this is relatively like recently that I'm saying this, because a lot of songs have bounced around to my favorite. I love the whole vibe, the bouncy drums on this song. It's so much fun, and the ending, like I said earlier with Brent, is amazing. The ending of this song is great, probably the best ending of a song on the album. I know that's kind of like a weird thing to say, like a weird thing to compare it to, but there, in my opinion, are a lot of heavy hitters on this project, and Bus Stop is my favorite one. Next song we're talking about is Cardigan. Cardigan is a great, fun song with an earlier Don Toliver that is still great, like a more simpler Don Toliver song. I definitely feel like you can see his evolution from here. His songs are a lot more complex probably than this one. This is a very simple party banger back when he was first popping off after Can't Say. This was his first project after that. This is From Heaven or Hell, which, fantastic album, by the way. I know it is probably his, worst one, but I think Don Toliver is insanely consistent, so whenever you say Heaven or Hell is his worst project, that's a good thing to be able to say. You know what I mean? I don't mean that in a negative way at all. Sorry for the weird cut. I just had, my voice was gone for, 5 minutes for a minute. Or I can't talk. Anyway, there's also a Chop Not Slop version of this song, and it's also really good, but I do prefer the normal one. I didn't really include Chop Not Slops on here because he wasn't the main orchestrator of that song, if that makes sense. But amazing song. I remember this song was a hit along with what was that, After Party and No Idea. I think this song was big on TikTok. Maybe was TikTok even around then? It was big on something. I remember seeing these 3 songs everywhere, but I do think this was the best one out of the 3, even though I think it was the one that got the least popular out of that. Amazing song. Love it very much. I love hearing an earlier Don Toliver that isn't necessarily as complex, I guess you could say. His music hasn't evolved as much. Honestly, this is kind of weird to say, but I think this song is one of the best examples of how he is different from Travis Scott, even though you can see the influence. This is definitely one of the best examples of him being very different from Travis Scott, in my opinion. That's kind of a random thing to throw in there, but another good reason to love this song. This is definitely, in my opinion, the best song off of. It's a close first, like Inside is a close second, but Glock is an amazing, beautiful song. I think this right here is whenever, like, in terms of his music, just I can't really say anything bad about them. Like, I think you can maybe find something negative to say about Cardigan if you really tried. This song, in my opinion, is just great. The Whitney Houston sample is amazing, and Don gives off an amazing vibe. He gives this loving, beautiful singing, like, voice. It's amazing. This is his, like, I definitely feel like it's his best melodic song for sure. Like, that, what I just said was really stupid. Okay. I'm not going to say that. I'm not even going to try and rewording that because I just said his best melodic and I didn't mean it like that. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. His best, like, love song, maybe? I don't know. It's his best something. It's an amazing song. It was battling for number 2 and honestly number 1. Like, okay, this sounds crazy. This is a really good song to kiss to. Like, I think this is probably perfect perfect Don Toliver song to kiss to. Like, easily. This is an amazing song. If you are first getting into Don Toliver, I would recommend this one. This song, actually, I can't say this song is the reason I got a vinyl, but the song on vinyl is amazing. It sounds so good. Perfect Don Toliver song. Has all of his strengths, none of his weaknesses. You'll notice a common trend between this song and number 1, but I'm not going to spoil it. This is an amazing song. You is amazing. It's beautiful with a great vibe and production. Dawn does great with Travis, and it makes me think of My Girlfriend, which, honestly, if you're able to do that, I'm going to be honest, that's an immediate W. But anyway, this song is so perfect. It's a beautiful vibe, perfect late night riding song, a Dawn and Drive, a Tolliver and Drive, you know what I mean? Late night listening to the Dawn. Fantastic song to pick is You. This sounds so stupid, but like the aura of this song, and I hate using that word, unironically, I hate using it, but like aura on this song is incredible. Like the singing, I can't sing, so I'm not even gonna try to replicate it, but it's just the lyrics, everything about the song adds up to a perfect little equation. I think it sounds amazing. I wouldn't change anything about it, really. I really wouldn't. Just make it longer. The next song is Embarrassed, and yes, that common trend is the featuring Travis Scott part. Don Toliver, in my opinion, works best with Travis Scott. I think they can make a collab project and both sound different enough from each other and complement each other to make amazing music. A great song that me and my girlfriend play all the time. It's an amazing song with great production. And it's always a great time. Like, the lyrics is so bouncy. I can play this song in any mood. I think this has, like, everything, enjoyable about Don Toliver is at the max here. I don't think there's anything negative you can say about this song. It's the perfect length. Him and Travis bounce off of each other perfectly. They go back and forth perfectly. I remember whenever I heard the snippets of this song after he dropped Lovesick, and this is on the deluxe, I was so excited because this is just a great song. Like, it's so perfect. Like, it's so chill, but like you can listen to it like in a kind of a more hypey mood at the same time. It's just, this is Don Toliver at his best. That wraps it up for me. I'm too lazy to look up another image of Don Toliver, so here's just the same image that I've been using. Don Toliver, in my opinion, is the most underrated rapper in the game right now. I love him to death. I think he's fantastic. One of the best things Travis Scott's ever done in his career is bring out and put the spotlight onto Don Toliver. He's amazing, and I just think he's a great rapper. And a great great melodic singer. Fantastic. These are my top 5 songs by him. If you made it to the end of this video, then subscribe. If you made it to the end of the video, then obviously I'm showing a different picture. I'm actually showing my Patreon page. That way y'all know it exists. You can hit the link in the description if you want to look at the Patreon. You can actually watch this video. Well, you could have watched this video earlier if you was a member of the Patreon. If you want to watch future videos later, become a member of the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? For as little as $1.50 a month, come on now. That's a steal. Just if you want to show a little bit of extra support. No pressure.